Howdy. It's good to see you this morning. When I was a kid, we used to have to take our keys to school so we could unlock our house when we got home from the bus. And so often, my brother and I would forget our key. And so what we'd have to do is go get a ladder from the garage, and we'd have to put it onto, we had a little walkway, covered walkway, put it up on that, climb up onto the walkway, which would lead to my brother's room's window on the second floor, and then we could slide the window up and we could get into the house. It was all rather exciting when you were a kid. It never occurred to us until after we graduated that would have made a great way to kind of escape the house if we were trying to sneak out. But oh well. Keys are interesting things. They can keep us safe by locking doors. They can let us out by unlocking doors. They can release things by unlocking doors. And in our gospel reading today, Jesus talks about keys. And he talks about locking things or freeing things, binding things or loosing things. And it all depends upon whether or not we recognize Christ as Messiah. And if that happens, that Jesus is the one that connects us more deeply with the Father, he is the one that has come to save the world. If we recognize that he is the anointed one, then our connection with God becomes much stronger, and we get to be invited into the work of God in the world. This, being given the keys of the kingdom, is a big deal. You, as a follower, disciple of Christ, will have the ability, in the name of Christ, to extend the kingdom of God to people that may never have experienced it before. People that are kind of on the outside of your school groups or your friends. You can go out to them and you can welcome them into your group. You can be friendly to them. You can love them as Jesus asks us to do. This is like unlocking a door for them through the kingdom. We can go to somebody and say that, maybe you've never experienced the love of God before. Well, you can share the love of God with them. That's like unlocking a door for them through the keys of the kingdom, and so that they can experience all the things that you get to experience through Jesus. In the same manner, we can also say to someone that they are not doing what they should, and that door can be locked. It's a very, very, very difficult, to do that. It's a responsibility that is very heavy, but it's also a responsibility that's given in love. Now, we don't always get it right, and we're going to find out next week that Peter, even though he called Jesus Messiah and the Son of God, he didn't really understand what all that meant. And so next week when we get together, we're going to talk about what it means to have Jesus as our Messiah and have the Messiah that God decided we needed, as opposed to the Messiah we may have wanted. But until then, think about the keys that you have in your life. Think about the things that unlock and the things that lock. And think about how you can unlock the kingdom for others. All right, thanks for joining me today. We will catch you next week.